I'm feeling very full from like in sort of every aspect of my life, and I think this past week I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay in LA, and for now, and leave the questioning behind because it destabilizes me, and I don't have to put myself in it if I don't have to put myself in it. But anyways, but I'm happy to see all of you, except you. And that's it. No, I'm kidding.
Brownest.
Still brown.
You're resisting. This is resistance.
Okay. More abstract, okay, a little very simple then.
I just see, fuck.
I see.
Humanity, it's hard.
I see people
Do it again.
from a different country. I see oppression, and you're like trying to.
Rage.
Okay.
I see.
What do you see?
I see negotiation.
But I think my question is like, are these things we can get away with? You know what I mean? Like, if I fall on stage, is that what is that? You know what I mean?
We can try.
We can try to. Do we
Why
want
did somebody say that? Are you in?
It really is about the viewer.
You're in.
It's about the viewer.
What about the viewer?
They decide who you get away with.
But it's kind of like, isn't it? I mean, don't even influence the viewer, like it's more the sphere.
But there's so many different eyes saying the same thing.
Bay Area.
You know?
I think like what sells in a grant.
There's so many different eyes.
What it's supposed to be or something.
Can we make a piece about post-humanism?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready.
Are we ready? Okay.
Target.
Oh.
The more we know about the interconnection, the more it becomes impossible to posit some kind of entity existing beyond or behind the interrelated beings. When we look at the environment, what we find are discrete life forms, non-life, and their relationships, but no matter how hard we look, we won't find a container in which they all fit. In particular, we won't find an umbrella that unifies them, such as world, environment, ecosystem, or even, astonishingly, Earth. We discover instead is an open-ended mesh that consists of grass, iron ore, popsicles, sunlight, the galaxy Sagittarius, and mushroom spores. Mesh, I mean something disturbingly entangled without center or edge, so finely interwoven that everything is caught in it. I also mean something that appears to us, since mesh stems from the word mask. A mesh is a screen of finely interwoven links. Is there anything behind it? Exists, no doubt, but not as some special enormous bowl that contains all the ecological objects. Earth is one object coexisting with mice, sugar, elephants, and Turin. There are many scenarios in which if Earth ceased to exist, Turin and mice would be in trouble. But if the mice were shot into space aboard a friendly extraterrestrial freighter, Earth wouldn't be the cause of their death. And Turin might be rebuilt brick by brick on some other world.
Yeah.
A Ramaphone Coachella, I dig a schmoo.
is the historical moment at which hyperobjects become visible by humans. This visibility changes everything. We humans enter a new age of sincerity which contains an intrinsic irony that is beyond the aestheticized, slightly plastic irony of the postmodern age. What do I mean? This is a momentous historical era at which humans achieve what is sometimes been called ecological awareness. Ecological awareness is a detailed and increasing sense in science and outside of it of the innumerable interrelationships among life forms and between life and non-life. Now, raindrops splatter on the ground in Western California. They record the history of El Niño, a massive weather system in the Pacific. In particular, they record how the Japanese tsunami scooped up some of El Niño and dumped it on trees and hills and other objects in the object called the USA. El Niño itself is the footprint of a hyperobject called global warming. Another footprint may well have been the Japanese earthquake itself, since the changing oceanic temperature may have changed the pressure on the Earth's crust, resulting in an earthquake. The quake destroyed 4 nuclear reactors. Quanta from these reactors, known as alpha, beta, and gamma particles, inscribe themselves in soft tissue around the world. We are living textbooks on global warming and nuclear materials, crisscrossed with interobjective calligraphy.
Here, stand up. Bring your things. Bring your things. I'm gonna leave that on there. Okay. Now, hit me. Come on. Like, for real, hit me. Yeah. You can hit me harder. Yeah.
No more?
Oh, okay. Now you can sit here. Right here. So imagine loneliness as a city that we. I don't know if that's what I'm saying. Imagine loneliness as a city that we. Loneliness as a concept, and loneliness as like a thing, is something that we all experience and that we all like, have lived in. So if loneliness was a place, what would that place look like? And how many of your friends do you think you'd see there? I think it sounds really sad, but it's also kind of amazing in the way that loneliness is a city that has no citizenship, has no borders, if you think about loneliness as a place, on a global scale, people from everywhere live there. Okay,